Hey Joburg, how are you guys doing? So awesome to see your happy and smiling faces back here once again. So today I'm out playing with the new Huawei P20. This is not the Plus, just the standard P20. So what I've done is I've got the Velociraptor out with me, and we're going to just wander around Emerentia and shoot some really cool B-roll footage to show you what this camera is capable of. I think the Velociraptor is collecting a tree. What are you going to do with that tree? She's trying to pick up a tree. Okay, I better go pay attention to her over there. And yeah, let's see what this camera is capable of. And I switched it back to standard colors because I wasn't very happy with the vivid colors. It's, especially in this kind of lighting, it kind of just seems to be picking all random weird colors. So yeah, first impressions of this so far, I'm not 1,000% happy. I hear the P20 Plus is a lot better, but P20, look, for its price, yeah, I think it should be doing better than what we're getting out of it at the moment.
Before we carry on with this video, let me explain what was happening. I was getting so frustrated with the quality of the footage I was getting out of the front-facing camera on the P20 that I really thought I was doing something stupid, something wrong. So I decided to stop shooting, come back home, fiddle with the settings overnight, and then head out bright and early the next morning again.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I am out again this morning with the Huawei P20 to give it another chance and try and shoot some more footage. I picked really early morning, so there's great light, so we can kind of see how this camera reacts, and already I'm not impressed. If you look at how this light just keeps changing on my face on this front-facing camera, it's exposing for my face, which is cool. And I really don't like the fact that I can't change anything while I am, yeah, I can change the beauty level while I'm shooting. That's about it, but I can't get a focus point. I can't change. See there, how it changes. It just decides to change. And again, it's changing again. So yeah, really not impressed with this front-facing camera. I know it's picking a good exposure for the whole scene, but I don't want a good exposure for the whole scene. I want my face. Okay, we're going to try again. I've fiddled with some of the settings. Let's have a look. No, see, straight away it changes the exposure completely. Look at the color shifts there. No, and you can't lock the actual exposure. I've tried as much as I try. Let me try and do it again. Hold on. Okay, I've tried to lock the exposure. Let's see if it works this time. No, we've got all these color shifts. So as I'm moving along, it's just changing exposure completely. Front-facing camera, that's horrible. Front-facing camera, as far as I'm concerned, on this camera, it's for selfies. If you want to take selfies, that's cool. But I want to shoot video with this thing, and that's just horrible. The amount of grading changes I'd have to make. Sorry, Huawei. I kind of like your phone. I really do. I like the form factor. It feels solid in my hand, but I make videos and I take photos, so it should be able to do both. Okay, so I've switched over now to 4K on the rear camera, and we're shooting 4K rear camera, and as you can see, it is a ton better. It actually works. The exposure is not fantastic. It does move around a little bit, but the fact that the 4K rear camera is way better than the front one. Obviously, your front-facing camera is not going to be your best camera on the phone at all. but there needs to be that ability to lock exposure. Even on the rear camera, you can't lock exposure, and that for me is a deal breaker. I'm sorry, it just is. I want to lock and do this manually myself. I want to decide where the exposure is. Other than that, I really do like the footage out of the rear camera, so definitely that could work. Okay, so there is a workaround on this phone. You can go into Pro mode on video. There you can set all your Pro features, so you can control your EV, you can control your autofocus, you can control your white balance, etc. So that is one fantastic feature of this phone, that you can do that. But once again, you can't use that on the front-facing camera. So if you are a vlogger, it really is a bit of a pain in the ass because you can't see what you are doing. We've been through this before. I've got to use the rear-facing camera like I'm doing now. But I have set it. I've got it set at 2 stops under on the EV, and I've set it at sunny because, you know, we're out in the sun. I can't see what the color looks like at the moment. We can have a peek at that once we get into post-production. But I'm hoping that this is a workaround for those of you who are thinking about getting the P20. Although I really would like to be able to see what I'm shooting. Sorry. I'm in two minds about this phone. I really am in two minds about this phone as to whether I like it or not. I really want to like it. I like the size, I like the form factor, I like pretty much everything about it, except for the fact that I can't set my exposure in normal video mode. I want to be able to set that exposure in normal video mode. See now, so we've walked into the shades. Now obviously I've set it at 2 stops under, and the light is not going to be good anymore, unfortunately. I'd like to be able to set my exposure and everything, yeah, just in normal video mode. Come on guys, it's not that hard.
Okay, so my final thoughts on the Huawei P20. Actually, hold on a second. I need coffee for this. Much better. Let's be nice. The rear-facing camera on this phone is fantastic. Really beautiful, high quality 4K 1080 footage out of the rear camera. You've just watched some of that B-roll. It is slightly graded, but not a lot. I didn't have to do a lot of work to the grading at all. So the footage out of the rear camera, aces. Really happy with that. Photography wise, pictures out of the rear camera are mind-blowingly good. They're sharp, they're clean. Color representation is good. Perfect. Love it to death. Well done, Huawei, on that. The front-facing camera. Yeah, it's horrible. As you've seen in the footage I've shown you, color shifts, light changes, focus issues, it's just useless. That's the only thing I can unfortunately say about that front-facing camera. If you are buying that phone to do duck-faced selfies and that kind of stuff with its beauty and its AI and all those other wonderful things that Huawei has thrown in to the software, go for it. That is the perfect phone for you. In fact, I'd say definitely grab one if that's your thing. If you are even slightly thinking about producing video content and you're going to try and use that front-facing camera, forget about it. Completely and utterly, it's a waste of time. You cannot produce video content with that front-facing camera on that phone. You can, like I did, flip the phone around and use it backwards, but that means you can't see what you're doing, you can't check your framing. So that's a choice that you will have to make. Personally, for me, the P20 is a big no, unfortunately. I really tried to like the phone, but I just don't. It doesn't do the job I require it to do. The biggest issue is the focus lock and the fact that you can't change focus while you're shooting. So in other words, here we go. On my iPhone 8 Plus that I'm shooting on, boom, let's go over there. Let's change the exposure over here. while we are shooting. I can do that while I'm shooting on the fly because light changes while you're walking around. So yeah, anyway, that is it. I hate to rag on people's products. I don't do it on purpose. I really did try to like that phone, but unfortunately it just does not do the job that I am asking it to do. Now, you have a fantastic day. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications so that you do get notified. So that you do get notified when I upload the next video, because there's more coming very, very soon. We got the Nintendo Super NES that I'm playing with as well. Garmin's watches, there's a whole bunch of stuff, some new products from DJI coming, some stuff from Canon, Nikon, Sony, Sigma. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in the next couple of weeks. So you want to make sure that you're notified. Plus the tutorials. Oh, I'm so busy. But anyway, you have a fantastic day. I will chat to you very, very soon. Cheers, Joburg.